Hello, Dr. Troth here. Okay, so we are talking about booster shots, Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. But first thing, it's October, so it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're wearing pink. If you are a lady and you are 40 or older, then work on scheduling that appointment to go over your mammogram and breast exam with your doctor. Okay, so booster shots. Yesterday, last night, early this morning, they basically said, yes, you need boosters for Moderna and you're going to need a booster for Johnson & Johnson. So here's what they said. So for both Pfizer and Moderna, this is the same for both of them. If you are 65 or older, if you are over 18 and you live in a long-term care facility, if you are over 18 and you have any underlying medical condition, and that's just about everything, and that includes if your BMI is over 25, or if you're over 18 or you work or live in a high-risk setting, so that's all the healthcare people, anybody who works in a setting that you could have exposure, or if you work in a nursing home or a long-term care facility, anything like that, you need a booster if it's been 6 months since your last shot. So if your last shot was on April 22nd today, you would get a booster today on October 22nd. And so that's from your second shot, 6 months from your second shot. Okay, and that's Pfizer or Moderna. If you got Johnson & Johnson, you need a shot if it's been 2 months. And it doesn't matter if you have any underlying medical condition, you need a booster. Okay? So Johnson & Johnson, you need a booster. Now, here's the caveat. You can get whichever one you want. You can get Johnson & Johnson, you can get Moderna, you can get Pfizer. So whichever one you want, if you want to get a different one, you can get it. If you are Moderna or Pfizer and you would like a booster of the other one, Moderna or Pfizer, so maybe you got Moderna and you want Pfizer, or you had Pfizer and you want Moderna, then you can have a booster of the other one. It doesn't matter. You're good. Just pick a booster and get one if you need one. Johnson & Johnson, it's anybody. You don't have to have an underlying medical condition. You need a booster if it's been 2 months, not 6 months, 2 months. Okay? So that is really important. Now, some of y'all are asking me about kid vaccines. So the 5 to 11-year-olds are coming up, and they are going to be evaluating those on October 26th, and then I think a week later on November 2nd. It's going to be a process like it's been the whole time. So far, the data is looking really good. They had 2,200 kids in the trials, and they did great. They did really, really well, and the vaccine was very effective for them. Now, for the kids, they've dropped the dose. They've dropped it down to 10 micrograms. So anybody 12 and older got 30. They've dropped it down to 10. I think part of the reason for this was trying to reduce any of the side effects that you sometimes get from getting the vaccine, and those are just immune responses. And I know some of y'all have been concerned about myocarditis. Y'all talk about it all the time here in the clinic. Let me remind you, the chance of getting myocarditis from getting COVID is 2,000 times more likely than getting it from the vaccine. I have diagnosed so many cases of myocarditis, or at least sent kids to be evaluated or adults to be evaluated from getting COVID. I have not sent a single one from getting the vaccine. Okay, and so I'm doing this day in and day out, y'all. And it's happening in the people who get COVID. It is not happening in the people who are vaccinated, at least in my experience, okay? And the studies show you are 2,000 times more likely to get myocarditis from getting COVID rather than from the vaccine, okay? Because it was like 0.00063% chance of getting it from the vaccine, and it's 3 or 4% chance from getting it from COVID. And so that's always a concern. And, you know, getting the vaccine decreases the chance that you're going to be hospitalized with COVID significantly. And it doesn't matter where you're on the vaccine, we know that it's decreasing that chance. The people who have gotten COVID, who've been vaccinated, they're calling me and they're like, yeah, I kind of got a stuffy nose, or, you know, it's like my allergies, maybe I'm all cold. The people who are calling me that didn't have the vaccine, they're sick, y'all. They're really sick. And sometimes it's a scary sick, and I hate to see that. Okay, so a lot of y'all ask, well, you know, your kids are that age. What are you going to do? Are you going to get them the vaccine? And the answer is, I've looked at the data. I'm confident with the data. I'm going to get them the vaccine as long as the CDC signs off on it. And, you know, I would not have my kids do something that I wouldn't ask y'all to do something that I wasn't looking at for my own kids. And if the doctor's doing it for own kids, doesn't that say a little bit that I feel like this is really that important? And I feel like any risk is pretty much non-existent for them. So I feel very comfortable with giving my kids this. I'm not hesitating at all. We can't wait for this to happen. And so if two doctors, me and Dr. Kyle Troth, both are like, oh yeah, it's fine, then you know what? We're not going to do anything to hurt our kids. It's fine. Okay. Anyway, y'all have a good day. If there's questions, try to drop them in the comments and I'll either try to respond or try to make a video if it's something that we can't respond to, or post another post. Y'all have a great day and let us know how we can help.